Slowly, we've been building up a picture of the life of James Lowry and the Glynn family of Ballygaddy, Kilbannon, Tuam, County Galway. In this, our 6th tutorial, we'll be looking at the Tithe Allotment books. So if you haven't seen the previous tutorials, stop now and go back. The Tithe Allotment books were a national survey collected between 1823 and 1838, the purpose of which was the assessment of a rate that would be applied on agricultural land and levied as a tax. So it focused on rural areas, and like the Griffiths valuation, is known as a census substitute, given the vacuum of other sources for the time. The books can be used to identify an earlier generation listed in the Griffiths valuation. A database is available at the National Archives website, genealogy.nationalarchives.ie. But there are quite a few errors. Ideally, the books should be examined in person at the National Archives, in case an ancestor or parish is not listed. This seems to be the case for the Glynn family in Ballygaddy. Like the census, we can conduct a simple search at the Tithe Allotment Books page on the National Archives website. You can either browse the various different civil parishes, or you can do a straightforward search. So we can add the name Glynn here. We know that they lived in County Galway, so we can add that here in the county drop-down list. We can leave the parish blank for now and click search. Then we can scroll down here and we can see that there were 140 people named Glynn listed in Galway. We can then sort by parish, or if you prefer, if you're perhaps searching under various different first names, you can search by surname either. Again, we can scroll down and gauge when we get to K for Kilbannon, and we can see that they're not included here. Another way to search is to browse by place, and this is handy if you actually know the place that you're looking for, as we do, Ballygaddy and Kilbannon. So this is a list of all of the civil parishes, so we can scroll down and we can choose Kilbannon from the drop-down list, and we can see here Ballygaddy is included. So Pat Kirwan was actually the only person listed here. If we were to actually go to the National Archives in person, we might see that additional names are actually included for this townland, and that's why it's important sometimes to see the records in their original format. This is what Pat Kirwan's entry looks like for Ballygaddy. We can see the townland, we can see his name, and we can see the details of his plot in acres, as well as some other information here on the right-hand side. In 1869, the tithes were abolished when the Church of Ireland lost its status as the established church. Despite what we've seen here, though, there is a value to these records, as they predate Griffiths' valuation and indeed the Great Famine, and can therefore root a family name in a particular area. If listed, it shows the land's occupier, its size and quality, and the tithe payable. As this tithe supported the Church of Ireland, it was very, very unpopular. We're now coming to an end to what we can locate and learn from online records. So now we may have to consider either going to some archive repositories or visiting a local graveyard to see if we can learn any more about the Glynn and Lowry families in Kilbannon in County Galway. You can learn more about County Galway's local heritage by going to the website galwaycommunityheritage.org, where you can search the County Galway archive and browse through collections of local history and heritage material, including photos, documents, articles and personal stories.